invocation will be led by Commissioner Postal.
Bow our heads to eternal God. When we are impatient with others and ourselves, teach us, your children, that we can't always get what we want. Teach us instead to trust you and listen quietly for your will to reveal itself. We pray today in the name of Jesus. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first order of business is there a motion to approve the minutes from the April 1st, 2021 meeting.
I will make that motion. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Approval of the bills, Mr. Postal.
All right, let's start with accounts payable. And accounts payable total $1,835,793.83. Payroll is $368,502.56. PIB account is one check for $31,419.70. 911 account is $21,851.43. Two checks in the CDBG account need to be paid for $8,935.36. One check in the Act 137 account for $1,198. Two checks in the LEPC account for $1,060.07. And finally, two checks in the liquid fuels account from totaling $210.43. I'll make a motion to pay these bills.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Treasurer's report.
Our beginning balance was $864,693.42. We had deposits of $1,070,860.67. We transferred $600,000 from capital reserve. We transferred $223.32 from LEPC. We voided checks for $4,570.14. We transferred $42.62 from 911, and we have $202.22 for interest. We agree with the reading of the bills by Commissioner Postal, leaving us an ending balance of $336,296. Our liquid fuels account has $408,471.78. Our Act 89 has $382,492.45. Our 911 has $477,974.41. Our LAPC has $28,761.75. Our local use fund has $471,625.22, and our capital reserve has $9,735,107.23, and it's all subject to audit.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meetings and events, Mr. Postal.
I will give the chief clerk for incorporation in the minutes my meetings and events from the last public meeting.
Okay. Commissioner Cody?
Yes, I have already provided mine to the chief clerk.
Yes, I have. I've done that also. Public comment.
Mr. Chairman, I'd also like to welcome again the homeowner there, Trent Shane and Treston Yoder from MCTV today. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any public comment? Okay, new business, announcement, COVID-19 Hospitality Industry Recovery Program. Mr. Fleury.
Morning, everybody. So I'm pleased to be able to say that CDCOG has been doing a great job on behalf of Mifflin County, helping us administer the COVID-19 Hospitality Industry Relief Program, otherwise known as CHIRP. They just actually got through the first round of our application period. It allows businesses to get anywhere between $5,000 and $50,000 grants for businesses that had a loss in 2020 related to the pandemic. Those potential grants are for eligible expenses during that 2020 period of time. But today, mainly I wanted to point out that we are currently within the second window of that particular program, and I'm happy to say that there is money still left in that particular program for many other businesses to potentially apply for this program. This particular program is focused on the hospitality industry, which is mainly related to food services as well as lodging. So businesses that includes things like restaurants, taverns, bars, hotels, bed and breakfast, those types of businesses, which all can be determined by going to naics.com/search. And then you can determine based upon how your business is eligible based on its NAICS code, either a 721 or a 722. You can actually find the entirety of the CHIRP program guidelines, which looks very, very similar to how this is. This is a printout straight from our program webpage, which is CS Giving, C is in Charlie, S is in Sam, giving.org/CHIRP, which again is CHIRP. That includes all the different approval requirements, the priority status determinations, grant determinations, required documentation, and other contact information for the staff at CEDACOG that is administering that particular program. So we are actually encouraging that if anybody has any particular questions about this program, to contact Betsy Lockwood at CEDACOG, and she can be reached at 570-522-7265 or Lockwood, LOCKWOOD, at ceda-cog.org, so that they can have any of their questions answered. So at this time, I just wanted to make an announcement that that program is currently open, and we're hopeful that businesses can get the information they need about applying for that particular program. So, thank you.
Let's make this a little simpler. I think anybody that wants to apply or get information can also contact you or the commissioner.
That is definitely true, yes.
Okay. They don't need to contact CEDACOG. Call the county planning commission. If you call the commissioner's office, we will forward the applicant to Mr. Calusi for more information, but eventually you will be forwarded to CEDACOG, who is administering this program. Also, I just want to point out there have been 6 companies totaling $120,000 that have so far received funds or will receive funds. They don't have them yet. So there were 6 businesses totaling $120,000. And what do we have left now? My arithmetic says about $400,000.
419,000 change, yes.
Okay, so there's sufficient funds available for those eligible applicants. We encourage those in the lodging or restaurant industry to look into this. Once this is done, I doubt if there'll be other grants. Sooner or later, they will end, and there is now money available. So call the county, or call CEDACOG, or call maybe the chamber. You will get those eligible should be able to apply and get some of these funds.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Request for exoneration of 2021 county portion per capita tax. Union Township Tax Collector Herb Zook has 38, and Dayton Town Borough Tax Collector Brooke Knable has 6. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 We have an offer for a parcel located in Lewistown Borough that is currently in repository for unsold property. The offer is $1,010.
I'll make a motion to accept this offer.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We have an offer for a parcel located in Lewistown Borough that is currently in repository for unsold property in the amount of $1,200.
I will make a motion to accept this offer.
I will second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Amend the action taken on April 1st, 2021 to exonerate Granville Township Tax Collector Billy Weaver from collecting 2021 county real estate tax bill. Corrected amount of tax to be exonerated is $9.46. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Request for exoneration of 2021 county real estate tax bill and relieve the tax collector from collecting this bill. Parcel is located in Union Township. Parcel received an incorrect cleaning green value and be rebuilt on $1,754.33. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Memorandum of Understanding with Policy Research Associates, Delmar, New York, for virtual sequential intercept mapping workshop with strategic action planning at the cost of $24,250 to be paid through the Reentry Grant. Allison?
So this is a request that we have in order to contract with the trainers for what we're calling the SIM training, the sequential intercept model training. It's required training to really get us started on the reentry process. And we've been trying to get this training for a while. We're able to successfully get this grant that will pay for 100% of the cost. So.
Who will be attending the training, Allison?
Well, we would love to open that up to anybody who is interested that works in this area. Certainly, we've extended invitations to our Criminal Justice Advisory Board members. They're the primary targets of this training, but we'd love to see folks that are involved as first responders, anyone that has any interaction with the criminal justice system. The way the intercept model works is there are 6 defined entry systems into the criminal justice system. And so the goal of the training is to work with each of those 6 entry points to make sure that the system is working well together, that all the points are identified and everybody knows how to access them.
Where are we going to have this?
It is a Zoom training, unfortunately, as much as these days. We were really hoping for an in-person training, but that's just not going to happen. So it is going to be offered via Zoom. It's a 2-session training, so it will be held May 11th and May 18th. Both sessions are required, and we will be offering that via Zoom. So once we get this contract in place, then we can start advertising and getting the word out.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We have an agreement with Tim Geiger, Shingle House, PA, to provide reentry dashboard development service in the amount of $6,000 to be paid through the reentry grant. Allison?
So this is the same grant. Obviously, we're getting started on some of the processes of it, one of which is data collection. And then our goal for the data was not just to have all this data collected and take a look at it and say, oh, wasn't that great, but to really do something constructive with that over time. So our goal is to put together what's called a dashboard. It's an electronic way of looking at data on a regular basis. So Mr. Geiger is going to help us put together this background system that will feed the information into that dashboard so that our reentry team then, which hopefully will be developed and come out of the previous contract, as a group of people who will be able to quarterly, is our goal, look at that data very easily and then make determinations for how things are working or not working and what we need to do to really be proactive around the reentry issue.
Any questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you, Allison.
Thank you.
Caseworker visitation grant allocation for fiscal year 2020 to 2021, amount of $2,000, Anna.
So this is an annual grant that the county does not have a required match for. It's varied historically from $2,000 to up to $2,400. And the sole purpose is to support the caseworkers with field work. Historically, we've used it to upgrade our cell phones, We've offered training opportunities for those going out into the field working with placement and in-home cases. This year we were awarded $2,000 and the funds must be spent by September 30th, 2021. And again, there's no county match, so it's essentially a free
Then
opportunity.
all of the counties, it says Mifflin County's allocation, so all counties get something?
They do.
Is it, what, do you know what it's based on? What the formula is?
My assumption would be the number of caseworkers in the field and then the number of intakes that we've worked previous years. We submit all that data through our needs-based budget. 2,000 allocation has been the lowest, so my thinking is that COVID may have impacted this year's decision, where we have a $400 decrease from last year.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? There's a wish to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Carries. Thank you. Application for Mifflin County Adult Probation Grant in age for the period July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2021, the amount of $21,841 net.
Yes, this is our adult grant in aid. We've applied for 100% of the money, when awarded, will go towards offsetting the salary of our adult supervisor. It's a pretty simple one. It's just gone right back into helping with the salary for the adults.
Any questions? Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Thanks, Nick. Annex project, electrical contract, change order, Low Bar Incorporated, delete fixture type M to decrease $1,430. And Wayne Street streetscape conduits, additional $7,149.13. Lonnie.
Yeah, good morning. This first one is they're deleting the fixtures for the outside because they're unable to get them to match the courthouse here. So they're going to give us back the $1,430 and we'll use our light fixtures to light the outside. The second one is for the streetscape project, which was an add-on for the project, and we decided to do this project in conjunction with the Annex renovations. So this would be to run the conduit for the lighting on the street, and that cost would be $7,149.13.
Any questions?
Lonnie, back to the decrease. I know we're using our lights. That makes a lot of sense to make everything look consistent. Do we have to purchase them?
We will have to purchase some, but we have some in-house already. Our light that has been discontinued for them to be able to purchase, but we have some, so we should be all right.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Annex project general contract change orders with Low Bar Incorporated, delete final claims, a decrease of $6,500. Probation area revisions, additional $3,989.04. Alley drawings, 4C3 revisions, decrease of $4,658.06. Add French drain and alley, an additional $2,327.90. And undercut and repair parking areas, additional $7,582.15. Again, Lonnie.
Okay, the first one is a credit back to us for $6,500. Once we looked at the scope of what we were going to receive for the final cleaning, we determined that we could do it in-house, so they're going to credit back us $6,500. The next one is for the revisions in the probation area. Obviously, this project was started before Nick was involved in the project, so once we got the needs of probation, we revised that area to make it a little more accommodating for their needs. The next one was the revisions for the back alley. The back alley was originally, the elevations that we received for the project were not accurate. So once they were on site and we determined the correct elevations, there was not a need for a trench drain or some concrete back there, so we deleted that out of the project, and that would be asphalt. And that asphalt will be then sloped in a way to go to the closest inlet. When we decided to do a rear entry into the alley for, it was called Stair C, which would be coming out of the back of Probation, once that footer was dug in that area, it was determined to be very wet. This project will include a renovation to the basement, which we've seen moisture that has occurred because of the digging back there. So we made a determination to put a French drain in. So once that is completed, that we wouldn't be dealing with damp issues later on. And the last one, the undercut and repair to the parking area. The front parking area was, once it was tested for compaction, wasn't meeting the compaction test, so we had to dig out more areas of the front parking lot, and that cost us some additional monies for stone.
Any questions?
Motion to approve these change orders.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Lonnie, can you just give us an idea of what percentage of the project we have completed?
Probably about maybe 50 to 60% right now. And right now, it seems like we come here with a lot of change orders, but if you look at the change orders that have occurred, I mean, there's been some credits, but they're also, we're running less than 1% right now, so, of the total cost of the project.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Lonnie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Is the finish date been moved up at all tentatively?
I wouldn't want to announce that it's going to be done early, but the tentative date is sometime mid-November. But at this point, I think we're running ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Ron. Comcast Business Service Agreement for District Judge 58303 for internet service at a monthly rate of $313.20. Is there a motion to approve?
I make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Comcast Business Service Agreement for District Judge 58302 for internet service at a monthly rate of $363.15. Is there a motion to approve?
I make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Medical Assistance Transportation Program 2019, or 2019-2020 allocation $478,486. And Nick?
Yes, as usual, I'm here for a signature for that. It is the final allocation for 1920. It is actually a little higher than what we had projected, and medical assistance will actually owe us $15,845 for that 1920 year.
In addition to this?
In addition to, well, no, that's the total, but in that, they owe us $15,845 for Mifflin County.
Any other questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Thank you.
Motion carries. Thank you. Addendum to the in-cartel inmate telephone contract, increasing revenue share from 45% to 48%.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Grant application for the intermediate punishment plan for the period July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2022, in the amount of $95,000. Mr. Wolfkill?
Yes. The IP grant is something we go after anytime it's available. The goal of our IP plan is to divert individuals from state or local correctional facilities and instead go with intensive supervision and treatment to both reduce recidivism and increase public safety. Total amount of this would be $95,000, with $35,000 of the funds designated towards salary and benefits. The other $60,000 is towards supplies and treatment-related expenses. And this would run through June 30th of 2022.
Have we gotten this in the past?
Yes. We are actually, the next thing is a PMR to our previous one.
Any other questions? Motion approved.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Project modification request for intermediate punishment grant for the period July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2021, decreasing the grant by $1,232. Nick?
Yes, this PMR is another one that's as a result of the effects of COVID-19 on the overall budget of the grant. Some of the changes being made into the PMR is salary increases based on raises from January, benefit changes. We are adding travel costs to help offset about 30% of the cost of gasoline and vehicle leases. Additional supplies that we're trying to pick up through the grant based on needs of the move towards the Annex, and things to help our IP program run smoothly during that. IP results in about 30 to 35% of our adult cases and our adult officers. The consultant category was reduced during this PMR as well, and that's a reflection of the effects of COVID-19 on our grant, or on our treatment providers, and the lack of in-person counseling and the lack of group settings going on right now. So that part was a little unpredictable going into this, but we're making the changes needed.
Any questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thanks, Nick. Under personnel, with the resignation of part-time corrections officer Jason Chicalini effective April 5th, 2021. The hiring of part-time corrections officer Matthew Lutz effective April 19th, 2021. Retirement of corrections corporal Amanda Fisher effective April 23rd, 2021. Hiring of Courtney Gold for probation officer effective April 26th, 2021. Resignation of part-time corrections officer Marissa Long effective May 3rd, 2021. And hiring of Angela Price for housing stability assistant in the Human Services Office effective May 3rd, 2021. Is there a motion to approve these personnel items?
Make that motion.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there any further business? We stand adjourned. Thanks, Kevin.